Welcome to the Pearl Hale Show. I'm excited for this special edition. I'm telling you, we got some great things happening. I got none other than Dr. Abraham. We're talking about from pastors to podcasters. Now, there has been a big storm. So, Dr. Abraham, we still trooping, but there's a storm and she's on Wi Fi. But this news was too great to pass up. Now, if you're from 35 to 55, older or younger, you want to hear about this. I have with me the dynamic CEO of Empowered Woman, Dr. Denise Barrett Abraham. How are you?
Hey
Oh,
there, how are you? Can you hear me okay?
I'm fine. One of the worst days for a storm to happen. But
I
I
know,
tell you, you got to be ready for everything. So tell me, we're going to jump right into it. What is the great news?
oh my gosh, the great news. I've been talking to so many people because we have been favored by God to start our own channel, our own TV channel. So we're super excited. It is an OTT channel, and I know you're going to ask me some questions about that in a moment. But not only have we started our own channel and we launched in just a few weeks, we have some really dynamic broadcasters that have come on and two amazing grants for new broadcasters, Pastor Pearl, that I just want to talk to everybody about. It's an opportunity that if they're able to make the investment in having their own channel, they probably want to go ahead and do it with airtime grants as low as these to be able to get their product, service, and message out to the world.
Well, amen. That is great. Now, I want to talk
Okay,
to you a little bit about how is OTT delivered?
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I want to talk to you about what is
Awesome.
OTT and how is OTT delivered?
So that's something that a lot of people don't know. I mean, I didn't know until 7 years ago. OTT is an acronym, and it stands for over the top television. Okay, so there probably should be a third T there.
Yeah.
But it's a little convenient little term that explains the new delivery method of film and TV content over the internet. So a lot of people will go, Denise, what channel is it on? What channel? As if they've got millions of dollars to be on ABC, CBS. We don't have that yet, but we plan on it. But I'll tell you, OTT is the new huge wave. And again, it stands for over the top television. And it's a convenient way, Pastor Pearl, to deliver film and TV content over the internet wherever you want across different devices all over the world. And get this, Pastor Pearl, it's without the need for traditional broadcast cable or satellite pay TV providers. Okay. So, in simple, OTT streaming means paying an internet provider like Xfinity or, AT&T, whatever, to watch Netflix, to watch Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV without paying for cable TV. And as you know, that got really huge during the pandemic. And a lot of people are still like really budgeting and saying, you know what? If I can get free TV, great content, I want to do that now. I want to do that now. So that's what OTT is. It is the new huge wave. Even the big guys or the bigger guys and gals like Comcast and Spectrum, they're on OTT.
Amen. Wow. So, why is OTT better than YouTube?
Now, that's a great question. You know what I didn't do, Pastor Pearl? I didn't answer your second question, I don't think, of how OTT is delivered. I don't think I answered that. So let me answer that first because I like that third question. So OTT, how it's delivered. Okay. The accessibility of OTT content is one of the many reasons it's so popular, Pastor Pearl. To
Yeah.
stream OTT, customers only need a high speed internet. And I think I said that earlier, and a connected device. So you got your mobile OTT devices, which is your smartphones, your tablets, where they can download those apps to stream on the go. You got your personal computers, you got your connected TV devices. And that's what I want everybody to understand. You know, when you can reach the world without having to worry about satellite or cable, okay? And OTT is not the same as streaming. So audio streaming and video streaming. So the knowledge of this gets all of the podcasters and the the pastors, the churches, the talk shows, all of them, like, I want to be in on this because I want to make sure my content gets to the majority of the world. So that's really all you need. That's how it's delivered. Okay, it's mobile, over OTT devices, personal computers, and connected TV, which everybody, well, I'm not gonna say everybody, I'm gonna say a large percentage of the population now have connected TV devices, like your Apple TV, Fire TV, clearly your Roku and all of that, okay? But I did wanna list something real quick before I answer your third question. OTT streaming is when premium content, which is what you'll see if you watch our channel, the Empowered Woman Worldwide TV Network. It's where premium content and a superior experience are made available on that platform, okay? Like Netflix, like I said, like Roku, but without needing cable TV. And I have to say that so many times because so many people think you need a subscription to watch OTT, and you don't. It can be streamed on so many different devices. And what was your third question? I'm sorry, sister.
Oh, no. How is it better than YouTube?
Oh, that's a real good one. Okay. Now, I talked to someone the other day and they were saying to me, I'm about to start my YouTube channel. I was like, that's great. But I'm going to tell you, when you've got OTT, YouTube is the complement to OTT, okay? It should not be the main way that you stream your superior content, okay? And we've discussed already, like, several different ways of consuming that content, including cable, OTT, and YouTube. That's one of them. So I want to kind of get a little bit into that nitty gritty because everybody talks about getting their YouTube channel first, okay? OTT is better than YouTube for creators. And I'll tell you why. Number one, control, Pastor Pearl. OTT means you have control over your content, your brand, your user experience, your audience. And guess what? You have control over monetization before you even get to that, 1,000 subscribers. And listen, I love YouTube. I'm monetized on there, okay? But you're laughing. You know what I'm talking about. You got to get those 1,000 subscribers and X amount of hours and all that. You know what I'm saying? So number one, OTT is better than YouTube because you have control, okay? Most of all, your data, okay? YouTube just doesn't give you all of that. Number two, ad-free content. Ad-free content. Most viewers don't like the ads. They don't like to have to skip and do all that, okay? And OTT has opened up the possibility for ad-free content by basically enabling a subscription service. You can do subscription services on OTT, and we have that available. And I think I got a third one. Actually, I got two more I want to tell you about it. The difference between OTT and YouTube. Direct to the consumer, okay? It's direct to the consumer. OTT is the ultimate platform for reaching your targeted audience directly with your content and delivering premium video experience that you control entirely. And so that's really important for people to understand. You want to have, if you know what, with the offer that we have right now, Pastor Pearl, if you just streamed your product or service, for 28 minutes and 30 seconds for the next 13 weeks, you're doing pretty good, because you're getting that information out to the targeted audience that you need versus everybody and competing with everybody, okay? I got one last one. I think I probably want to mention this one because you get consumer freedom, okay? Consumers are now in the driver's seat due to OTT. They are. More than ever before, consumers can find exactly what they want to watch and only pay for the content and services they want. And OTT lets them do that. It gives them flexibility. And that way you can kind of, as a broadcaster, you can adjust your models to market for the maximum uptake on OTT. it's a win-win solution, Pastor Pearl.
And speaking of that win-win solution, yeah, what is the great news? So tell us, what's the offer?
So the offer is this. It doesn't get any better than this. I'm fixing to tell you something. We have several grantors that have come in and invested in my new channel. I'm Powered Woman Worldwide Network TV network. Okay. And they have it now. Instead of you paying $300 a month for your 28 minutes and 30 seconds a week, you are now able to, pastors and podcasters, I'm telling you, you are now able to get your 28 minutes. I'm so excited because I'm like, oh my God, 28 minutes and 30 seconds a week for 13 weeks for $149. Now, let me just say this. It does expire tomorrow. After tomorrow, it's going to be a $249 rate one time, okay, until the end of the month. But you still get 13 weeks, Pastor Pearl, to stream your content. And guess what? There's so many other things that are included in this, because what we love about the new grantors is they've allowed us to give our new broadcasters 3 more spaces throughout the week. 3 more spaces throughout the week. So you're getting more exposure with your quality content on OTT, which is where it is, okay? That's where it is, because that's where your consumers are, all right? 28 minutes and 30 seconds a week for 13 weeks. And the special is you get an additional $100 off that $249 today and tomorrow. And again, you have up to like 30 days. I think it's 30 days to get your content in. Keep me honest here, Pastor Pearl, but I think it's up to 30 days to get your first level of content. And we give training for the new broadcasters. So it's not like you're coming in here blind. We work with you from the beginning until the end of your 13 weeks. And if you decide to go another season, there's some fun stuff with that too, Pastor Pearl. Actually, I think you had it streaming on the bottom of the screen, I believe. I thought you did. I don't see it now, but it was. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Thank you, sister. Thank you. But that right there at the bottom kind of tells everybody what they get. So if they're a podcaster, they're a pastor, and they are streaming their church, if they have talk shows, if they're on radio, Pastor Pearl, any of that, these are some of the things that they get, okay? They're able to monetize right out the gate. Okay, so with that one-time initial investment of $149 for that 13 weeks, right out of the gate, they're able to monetize, which is super cool, you know, and that means make money from ads, direct sponsor ads that you see right there at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh, it looks like we're frozen. You there?
No, I'm here. I'm here. I want all of you to hear this. You heard
Oh,
her.
great.
Today and tomorrow only. That $249 is $149 if you get in now. The CEO has taken off $100. So instead of you paying $249 for these 3 months, you're paying $149. You don't want to miss this opportunity between today and tomorrow. And then it's $249 for the 13 weeks. I want you to come in. I want you to get your show. It's so many people who have content. God is giving you ideas and you're sitting on it. Stop procrastinating. Get in while these discounts and these grants are available. And Dr. Abraham, and I see you, you know, you're trooping it out there in the storm. I want to say how different is it between Empower Women Worldwide OTT compared to other OTT platforms? How is Empowered Woman different? Dr. Abraham, are you there?
Hey, I'm just talking away, lady. I'm just talking away.
Yeah,
I'm just talking. I'm on mute
for a minute. How is your what's the difference between Empowered Woman Worldwide OTT compared to other OTT platforms?
Okay, great question. Great question. And real quickly, Pastor Pearl, what I've done is I put the code word. I think I sent that to you already. The code word, once they go to the website, in order to get that additional $100 off the $249, the promo code they have to put in is My TV Show, all one word. And so that's the website I think you've got at the bottom of the screen. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Awesome.
Okay,
Awesome.
so
the code word is My TV Show.
TV Show.
All one word, yes.
Okay, you heard it. You heard it. The code word for getting that extra, for getting that 149 is My TV Show.
Absolutely, yes. So when they get to the end and they are actually making the purchase of their plan, which is a $249 plan for 13 weeks of 28 minutes and 30 seconds of content, when they get to the very end of that agreement, it's going to ask them for a promo code before they submit that one-time investment, okay? And that code word is My TV Show, all one word. Okay.
The promo code is My TV Show, all one word, for the 149 special.
Absolutely. So you asked me a question like, can you hear me okay now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. One of the questions that you asked me was what was the difference between us and other OTT platforms? There's a huge difference. Number one, we're woman owned and operated. Girl power. We are woman owned and operated. Okay. Now that I had to put it out there. You know, there's a lot of love that is given through Empowered Woman Worldwide TV Network. We will be the next Lifetime. These broadcasters that have come on board so far that you will see when the launch happens, they are phenomenally gifted and blessed. God has manifested some gifts in them where they are talking about their message, and it's transformative. It's transformative. So you know you're going to be coming to our OTT platform for clean content, upbeat, educational, spiritual, inspirational. We've got comedy coming. We've got a kid show coming. We've got so many different shows that are coming where the whole family, men and women and children, Pastor Pearl, can come to our channel and really get a great experience on any of their OTT devices. Okay. And so another thing that makes us different is it includes training. You can go to other OTT platforms. You can. There's a few out there. Okay. However, they are not yet anyway. They might after this podcast, but they are not offering training for new broadcasters. They're just kind of sometimes just taking the fees and not giving them any training to really equip them in becoming the best broadcaster they can be, because some broadcasters want to go a whole nother level in their broadcasting journey and be on different series shows or ABC, NBC, CNN, different things like that. And so they need that fundamental training, Pastor Pearl, and we give them that. It's unlimited every single Thursday. They can come on into training and learn how to have a brilliant broadcast. Okay. Let me also tell you this. I think you put it at the bottom earlier. There it is. They get the training. They have YouTube and Facebook integration. We have subscription services. So if someone wants to have their own movie channel, their own video channel, if they're approved on our network, they can definitely do that at a subscription. They can have their own Netflix. Okay. They don't call it Netflix, of course, but it is so scalable, as you can see right here at the bottom of the screen, that there's so much that they can do as they're learning, they grow their OTT platform, and they have that flexibility with Empowered Woman Worldwide TV Network. They do, and they learn it as they go every single week, okay? We are replacing traditional cable media. People need to know that. That's what they need to know. We have an app where your viewers can go to that app and they can watch wherever they are. They don't have to be at home in front of their television. They can watch it from the app. They can watch it from the internet. They can watch it from a connected device. And so we make sure it's branded and we promote our broadcasters. That's the other thing that makes us different, Pastor Pearl. We promote our broadcasters. We're going to have an interview with all of our broadcasters so people know what their show is going to be about. What is the why? We advertise our broadcasters, okay? And so then people can say, you know what? I want to watch her show, or I want to watch his show on a regular basis. I want to watch their comedy show or their, I know Nurse Hooper, ask Nurse Hooper. I'm so excited about her broadcast because she's been in the nursing industry for over 40 years. And when I tell you that woman is a wealth of wisdom, Pastor Pearl, I cannot wait to interview her so that she could talk about what she's going to be educating the viewers about on her show. So that is just a couple of things that makes us totally different.
Oh, yeah. So you don't want to miss it. Promo code is My TV Show for $149 special for your own TV show today for 13 weeks of broadcasting. You have between today and tomorrow to take advantage of this offer. And I want to say to you that you're not alone. You are going to be able to impact the world. There are so many people who've been blessed, Dr. Abraham, through these shows, through streaming services around the world. So you don't want to miss your opportunity.
Amen.
And don't
Amen.
dial. We got more for you. You want to go in, get your channel situated. And these things, listen, these grants, don't take these grants for granted.
I love it.
Because television cost. Average, you get television, some places is $10,000 a week, so on and so on. So take advantage of a stepping stone. Sometimes people don't start. And there's a Shakespearean quote, Dr. Abraham, that I like. It says, our doubts are trailers and make us lose the good we often might win by fearing to attempt. You out there, you've been procrastinating, you've been thinking about it. Attempt something different today. It's insanity is doing the same thing, the same way, and expecting a different result. You can't get different results unless you do something different. And on that note, Dr. Abraham, I want to talk to you about how does the Empowered Woman brand service creators and brands?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. OTT is transforming the digital landscape for content creators. I mean, we've got content creators. We notice them all on YouTube. We notice them on Facebook, just spinning the wheels all the time. Really creative content. And I know many of you, I know the pain that you're going through. It's like, when am I ever going to get a break? When am I going to get to that 30,000 followers on Facebook? When am I going to get to that 1,000 on YouTube? When am I going to have the breakthrough that everybody's talking about? Okay. Well, what we do here, especially for those with video at the core of what they do, you used to have to rely on third-party networks like YouTube to get your content in front of a mass audience. But with OTT platforms powered by Empowered Woman Worldwide TV Network, you can skip right over the middleman or middlewoman and create your own standalone content. Create your own standalone content. I'm going to say that again. For the churches, create your own standalone content. It doesn't have to be a full church show, okay? Comedians in the house, my sisters that are comedians, my brothers that are comedians, create your own standalone content and you can monetize it and have money coming in for your ministry right away. Right away. It's like the most, listen, I got to tell you, when we talk about how IWWTVN can serve brand and content creators, I'm going to tell you something. You know what? Clearly $149 at this rate for the next 48 hours is not helping us make a whole lot of money. What this is doing, is allowing you to make a difference and get in on something. Right now, OTT is free to everybody. Okay, when you go in and watch over the top television, they're not charging like Netflix. They're not charging like cable and Spectrum, you know, and Comcast. But let me tell you something. There's an extra 22 million that's scheduled or forecasted over the next 4 years to be on OTT. You heard me clearly. Okay. So I guarantee you at some point they're going to be charging for OTT. They are not right now. So it's an amazing opportunity to make this your takeoff space, right? Where you really get it together. And that's how we help serve our brand and content creators, okay? And as related to distribution, we make sure that you can stream on Facebook. You can stream live stream through YouTube if you choose to. And so you're doing it all at the same time with high quality. Some of you, and Pastor Pearl, I need to add this because this is important for our content creators. Some of them are using OBS. Somebody's like, what in the world is OBS? But some of them are using OBS Studio. They're using StreamYard. There's all types of streaming softwares out there they are using to give a really quality virtual production, okay? And so those that don't know how to do that, we're not charging you extra at iEmpowered Woman Worldwide TV Network in order for you to learn that. That's part of the landscape of training that our grantors have provided for you. So when you come in, it's a full circle of learning, growing, and getting some amazing content out there with those God-given gifts that he's given you, okay? That's how we serve our brand and content creators, Pastor Pearl. If they're independent creators, if they're creator communities, if they're musicians, hear me clearly, musicians in the house, musicians and performers, you know, film festivals, faith organizations, enterprises and associations. I could be here all night telling you, we service them all. We have the team that's ready to do it right now, Pastor Pearl.
That is awesome. And as we said, we put the information on the screen for you to get in on this great opportunity. And we're excited for you. We're excited. And how did Netflix shape the OTT industry?
That's a really good question. So there are a lot of success stories that contribute to the streaming movement. I mean, you know, we talk about it all the time, or people who are in broadcasting and creating their own identity and controlling their own identity have truly heard a lot about Netflix and how they really shaped this industry. There's a story that caught the eye of many of the Generation Xers and boomers alike, even some millennials on their daily stroll. And there's only one Blockbuster left in the world. I know you do. You remember Blockbuster? Blockbuster Video?
Yes.
You remember them?
They're still around?
There's only one Blockbuster left. Listen, it was the same thing.
So much.
Talk about it. It was in 2000, the year 2000, hear me clearly now, the year 2000 that the CEO of Netflix offered up Netflix to Blockbuster for $50 million. And guess what Blockbuster said? No. It was the biggest mistake. You heard me say there's only one Blockbuster left out there, you know, okay? Y'all remember how we used to peruse through the tapes? This is the same thing. This is the same wave that, you know, you can't ignore, okay? And I know I just have been completely obedient to God on this one because I'm like, I didn't understand it myself when it was gifted to me. But it's like, wait a minute. If I don't want to be that person that says no deal when it's clear as clear can be with this economy the way it is. And guess what? We don't want to make those types of huge mistakes, right? But everything changed when Netflix first went OTT. When you go to Roku, you go to Apple TV, Pastor Pearl, you go to Fire TV, all of those. Guess who you see on OTT? Netflix.
Netflix.
They're right there. They see the value. IBM sees the value in being on over-the-top television. Okay. And so, you know what a time to be a video nerd right now. I mean, because you can go on OTT and be able to just, even with our content creators and our broadcasters and our, like I say, our pastors that have churches that are, we have several pastors that just came on board. They're going to be having some really amazing content that encompasses their sermons and some coaching and some interviews. They're going to be doing that. And then you'll be able to go back and watch them on the on-demand platform. That's what you're going to be able to do, which is super cool. So I say it's the new Netflix is coming very quickly, my sister.
Well, I'm excited. We're all excited about what's happening. And getting things together. I want you to, in these final moments, I want you to talk about what you need to know. I want you to talk about, in these final thoughts, last but not least, okay? Again, what's your offer?
The offer is you get your own time slot. Okay. Actually, you get 3 time slots a week because we are giving the first 50 to 100 broadcasters 3 additional slots per week for that first 13 weeks. And I can't believe I forgot to tell you that. So that's what we're providing them. If they sign on to have their broadcast, again, they can have up to 30 days to get their content on, Pastor Pearl. Okay. But if they sign on today or tomorrow, and they use the promo code when they get ready to pay of My TV Show, all one word, My TV Show, they will get an additional $100 off that $249, making it $149. Let me tell you again, one time for 13 weeks of 28 minutes and 30 seconds. You will get training. It's a training environment that you are welcome to, unlimited, for new broadcasters or existing broadcasters. Okay. You will also have on demand at no additional charge for that first 13 weeks. Wow. You know what that means? Yeah, I said it right. You'll get on demand. That means that your viewers, your supporters, your community of fans, they're going to be able to go back and watch all of your episodes of your product, service, or message that you are utilizing to be transformative, educational, spiritual. They're going to be able to go back and support you. There's also, I didn't tell you this earlier, but we're also on that on-demand portal. They're going to have an opportunity for their supporters to donate to them, Pastor Pearl. So, a lot of times it takes a lot to run a broadcast when you start traveling and doing all of that. And so for those broadcasters that start traveling and all those types of things, we wanted to make sure they had an environment where people can donate to their journey. And so that on-demand platform gives them that ability. Okay. So that on-demand is 24/7. So you have that payment gateway there. You'll be able to use your own site domain. All right. You're going to have branded network mobile apps where your viewers can go to that mobile app wherever they are and be able to watch your shows, your creative content, as well as others. Okay. So $149 if they do it between today and tomorrow. If they sign on, they'll have up to 30 days to put their content in. They'll have training and they'll get 28 minutes and 30 seconds 3 times a week for the next 13 weeks. You can't beat that, period, to get you started. Okay.
Listen, I don't know about you, but I'm excited. Broadcasting costs a lot. I've been doing this for a number of years, and God has blessed my show, and God is going to bless you. It's important to start. Don't procrastinate. Get in, strike while the iron is hot. You heard her. Grants 13 weeks for $149. That's a steal. $149 for 13 weeks of broadcasting. I can't tell you how much month cost of broadcasting. So you want to get in while it's hot. Final thoughts, Dr. Abraham?
No, I don't have any final thoughts. They just need to go to the website and everything is right there for them. If they have questions, they can call 470 99 women, 470-99 women. We have someone ready to answer the calls and answer their questions. 470-99 women. And we also, if they just go to the website that you see on the screen, that Pastor Pearl that you put there, that gives them the information to get started. But I will say, even if you're going to gift it, I said I didn't have a final thought, but this is a good one. If you're not going to get it for yourself, if you know another faith leaper, okay, someone, a young person that wants to have their own television show, the training is included. Gift them that $149 for them to get started between today and tomorrow with their very own television show. They're going to have that 13 weeks of content. If they don't go to the second season, let's say they only do one season, they're going to have that for the rest of their lives. It's going to grow their courage and their confidence, and they're going to get content out to the world. Gift it to someone else that is a podcaster, and you can see the hard work that they're doing, and you just want them to have another platform to get that amazing transformative content out to. All you got to do is go to the website, fill out all the information for that individual. We will make sure we get a welcome email out to them and get them started as soon as possible and help them plan to get their content out to the world. Now, we do have a landscape of over 80 million viewers. So we help you make sure your content and your broadcast is brilliant so it can reach as many people. They will come back to view you. They will share your broadcast, okay? And not only that, they'll begin to support you in a lot of ways, either by serving or monetarily. And that takes you to a whole nother level of broadcasting. So gift it to someone. I'm sure they will really appreciate you leaning into their dream of being a talk show host or a broadcaster for their inspirational show. They might have a cooking show, anything like that. Go ahead and gift it to someone. It's a dream come true right now.
Amen. Well, I'm excited. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. From pastor to podcasters, you want to get in on this, and you see at the bottom of the screen, for this last few moments, you'll see at the bottom of the screen where you can log on to the website and get this special offer. You have 2 days. After 2 days, it goes back up to $249. Okay, $249, and that's www.impoweryourpower.com/mytvshow. Don't miss out on this brilliant opportunity. God's got a blessing with your name on it.
Ha! Come on, sister.
And we're here to support you and help you. You got content. You know, I had someone who shared with me that God didn't want them to promote themselves by having their book or whatever. So how else are you supposed to get your book out there? God gives us these gifts. He said your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. My book went around the world. I talked about some things that heal people. You saw Mr. Johnson. When we did the segment on a happy marriage, he's done many segments where people need to be healed. And in other countries, we're getting emails. We're getting feedback where somebody was blessed or healed from our content. Transformational Speaks, the Pearl Hale Show. All these things, God gives us a medium to send out a message. And so don't get stuck in God's way, because whatever God does, he do through people and mediums. When he's going to bless us, he do it through people, mediums, and streams. Okay? And when I say mediums, meaning when Paul Crouch talked about the gospel going all over the world, he didn't know about satellites. Satellites was the new thing that was coming about. Now there's streaming platforms where this gospel, where your message, your positive content can go around the world in a matter of minutes. And so don't miss out on your opportunity. It's at the bottom of the screen. And Dr. Abraham, I want to thank you, CEO of I'm Empower Your Power.
Thank you, sister.
Women's Network. And I mean, brothers, it's for you too. It's 77% of the our viewers are women. And so, but don't feel left out because you certainly have a message for us too. Well,
That is
that's
real.
all for us tonight. Thank you so much. And as she said, if you have any questions, you just log on to the website that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen or give her a call. And operators are standing by to answer your questions. Well, I'm going to leave you with this quote. Forget about past failures because whatever God has before you is better and greater than what you left behind. Have a blessed evening.